this series of videos, we're going to go over number systems. What a number system is a way to represent a number, and it's almost always visually, but you could do audio or some other way. So the first one that we're going to go over is the most common one, is the Arabic system. And those are the numbers that you see almost every day. So they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are a total of 10 of these. Well, 10 numbers in the Arabic system. 7, 8, 9, and 0. And using these 10 symbols, we can represent whatever number we want. And we can get to fairly high numbers pretty quickly. So I want to represent 5,000. I just put a 5 and 3 zeros. Now, you probably know the Arabic system pretty well. And I'm going to compare a lot of these to the Arabic system, just because of the general familiarity with the Arabic system. So we have a few other number systems that we can go over. For example, something else that a lot of people know is the tally mark system. So we'll say tally. And this one's great for accounting or keeping track of how many times something happens, and not great for representing large numbers. You've probably seen this system used somewhere. So all you do is make a mark for 1, 2 marks for 2, 3 marks for 3, 4 marks for 4, and a line goes across it for 5, and then you start over. Which is another common number system. Something a lot of people have seen but may not be as familiar with is called the Roman numeral system. So, Roman, let's leave it at Roman, I don't want to write out numeral. In which case they use letters. If you write the letter I, that means 1, 2 I's is 2, 3 I's is 3, and then because they don't want to write too many I's, if you want to write 4, you write IV. V is 5, I is 1, so this means 5 minus 1, which is 4, then you go to V, and then you start with VI's, like that would be 7, well, I'm sorry, shouldn't have drawn that line over the V. This would be 7, eventually they get X for 10, and they just keep using different letters as they get to higher numbers. And then the fourth number system that you're probably familiar with, at least somewhat, you've probably at least heard of this one, is called the binary system. This one is used with almost probably any computer that you've touched so far has been a binary system computer. They do have other systems, but those are not common at all. So binary system just uses ones and zeros, and that's what your computer runs off of, is a bunch of ones and zeros. Well, we represent them with ones and zeros, really it's on and off switches, but the binary number system is just lots of ones and zeros over and over. And that's how that represents numbers in that system. So something about our Arabic number system, it's what's called a positional system, which means the position that the symbols are in is very important. Like 421 is a completely different number than 124, even though we use the same symbols. All these, the position does matter, except for the tally mark system. Not really sure if you would consider that positional or not, because something like this wouldn't make any sense in the tally mark system. But the Roman numeral is a positional system because where you put the letters matter. For example, IV over here, IV is not equal to VI. And the binary system, where the ones and zeros are matters there, where the ones and zeros are very important in the binary system. So our next video will probably go over something like the Roman numeral system more in depth.